It's week 12 of the National Football League, and we've got Bobby Okereke.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in just in an absolute free-fall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than what we've shown.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some...
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. The all-pro return man Marcus Jones deep for New England. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A 62-yard punt return. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week they're coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Indeed, they have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Patriots, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Jones to Barkley on the check down. So nothing doing there, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
A little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
right? Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. The tight end Henry here in motion. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Patriots hit 4 and 6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, it's Stevenson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they will hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Jones. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
That's caught. It's Shi Smith.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Smith, the man in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. 4
yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones.
They'll get this into the hands of Stevenson.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Jones. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Finds Strong on the check down.
So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd and goal.
Seven, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
As they've got it as we resume action. Stevenson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Jones.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. It's the former Buckeye Paris Campbell out with the rest of the offense here.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
3rd down and 13.
Back to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Jones. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
He'll get this underneath to Stevenson.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, New England.
Jones on 1st and 10.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Smith.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A first down carry for Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he will have the Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting.
There he goes left side. And all the way down to the 39.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Give up the middle to Strong.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Straight ahead at Stevenson.
Fighting him off. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Meanwhile, Jones slow, complete here to Waller.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones.
Slant pass hauled in by Campbell.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Jones now on first down. Touchdown!
Isaiah Hodgins.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Giants are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Possession back to the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson headed out with the offense.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 10. Jones going deep here for Parker. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker, 33 yards. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Dolphins who come away victorious on the road. Tua Tagovailoa strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. We'll stay in the AFC North as we head over to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And you can see currently they trail in that ball game. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Drake London, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. It was a terrific first half from quarterback Daniel Jones. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, New England.
To the right side, he's got Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now Jones throwing on first down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
On the handoff, Stevenson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive in the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. In motion left goes Smith. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He finds Parker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an out-of-board there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 22. 152 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Parker's got it. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Jones now on 1st and 10.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
With it is Jackson. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now Jones.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Ryan looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing Jones. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Jones back, a couple of fakes as he'll set up to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On third down, Robinson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Gano's kick is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. We'll get another look at Devontae Parker and the Patriot offense.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
He wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Now Jones to throw on second down. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. Still going inside the 20. And the way in. Touchdown, New England. Juju Smith-Schuster, 83 yards. And the Pats are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 35 on second down, Jones.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a Giants first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
He's brought down by
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48.
From just shy of midfield, Jones.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
163 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Jones, off play action, and he fires one incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, Jones. That finds Smith-Schuster. Nice grab. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Juju Smith-Schuster with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Patriots have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
An extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones,
open target here, Darius Slayton.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Jones.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
Fights through him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. But he will come down out of of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Down the numbers. There he goes. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff. Stevenson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The offense on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 12-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Jones. Wright's got it. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New York set to take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, this This is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Jones over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Jones on first down. Once again, he finds Slayton. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. To throw again on second down. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Jones throw complete here to Waller.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Isaiah Hodgins
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world, and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.